Hello, I'm Annette Brabandier and welcome to my channel. So today we are going to learn how to utilize a dry measuring cup and a wet or liquid measuring cup and how we mix those. So we're going to use a whisk. Mine looks like this, which is a little bit different. And then we're also going to use a spatula in today's lesson. So first thing, I have my whole mise en place station all set up here, and I have my gluten-free pancake mix. I also have my A2 milk, and if you don't know anything about that, you should look it up. It's better for people who have sensitivities. So first things first, I'm going to portion out my pancake mix. So what I want to do, rather than putting my scoop into the bag, I'm going to compress the flour mixture. So I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is use a spoon, and I'm going to scoop it into that spoon. All right, so I've got it a little bit heaping here. And now what I want to do is I want to level it off with something flat. So I'm going to utilize my side of my spoon here. And I'm just going to make sure that all of the little holes are filled. And then voila, I have a flat scoop. I'm going to put that right into my mise en place container so that I know that I have the correct portion for my dry ingredients. I'm just going to set that aside at my station here. Next, I'm going to portion out my milk, which I'll be using for this recipe. So I will utilize this clear glass container. And what's important to me is that I want to pay attention to these lines. On this side, it says 1 cup. My recipe calls for 9/10 of a cup. So I'm just going to have it a little bit below that. I'm also going to scale out my scale because I know that it's 225 milliliters that I need. So I'm going to just double check it with my scale to make sure that my portioning is correct. So I've got my scale here. Just gonna tear out my glass jar so that I know that is correct, which I have done now. So key things when we are measuring out liquids is that you want to get at eye level and make sure that you are reading through the viscosity of it. So there's always a lip around the edge of any liquid that you measure, and we want to read through that. So getting down to eye level, also having it flat on a surface. I just can't be in the camera while I'm doing that simultaneously. So those are major things that you want to be aware of while you're measuring liquid. So I have poured out here, and I've got 222 grams or milliliters, sorry. So I just want to add 3 more, which I've done. And now I have portioned out my milk for this recipe. I have another mise en place container here all ready to go. So I'm gonna pour that in there, and that is my liquid. So join me back in just a minute, and I'm going to show you how to mix these two together.